Sangye
Chudang Soki Choknam La Jangchu Bardu Dakni Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sunam Ki Jola Benchir Sangye Drupar Sho
Sangye
Chudang Soki Choknam La Jangchu Bardu Dagni Gyapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sunam Ki Jola Benchir Sangye Drupar Sho
Sangye
Chudang Sogi Chonam La Jangchu Bardu Dagni Gyapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sunam Ki Jola Benchir Sangye Drupar Sho.
I'd like to welcome from Vancouver, Canada, one of our teachers has been teaching there for many years, and an old Diamond Mountain student, which is Bhavachakra.
Yay!
And she's observing you.
Can you see the screen okay, Yvonne?
And she's helped us in Japan. Your mother was Japanese.
My mother's half Japanese.
Oh boy. You got a lot of stuff going on in your life for a second. Oh man, I have no idea. Your book's hard.
Quite.
It's harder. Okay, let's start with
always do his book
Tibetan
first.
words. Oh, now let's start with the questions.
Okay.
Okay.
There
Is this picking up?
All right.
Okay, there is no definition of this link number 4, name and form, which can exist. There is no such thing in the universe of something which is both. It is always the case that once you are one, you cannot be the other. Therefore, can the name John Doe not be considered as form? And why?
It can
Can it
be.
not be?
It can also not be.
Can also not be.
Uh-huh.
It can be an idea and also it can be sound.
Yeah, great. I'm on his side.
That's what I was going to say. Which school?
It is physical and it is sound. Therefore, John Doe can be both name and form, provided it is not inside the will.
Oh, that's
Not link of the will.
Oh,
Is it-
not as a link.
Not as a
not
link.
as a link. Yeah, outside of the
Crazy.
will seems to mean
Like Nirvana.
John Doe had a very good
The name.
kalpa.
Another name.
It's not just a link of the will. Okay, the next one. Which of the link in the wheel of life is not in pure ripening?
Trick question.
Oh boy.
They're all our
None.
questions. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Is it?
Of course. That's what you said yesterday. The definition of the wheel of life.
Human computer.
All links in the wheel are in pure ripening. Why can't we use an example of Buddha's body part, Buddha's body's part, wow,
Mm-hmm.
Same
for
as
the link in the wheel?
Yes, because unlike John
That's
Doe.
our question.
Because Buddha's already standing outside the wheel.
pointing
His
at the moon.
black hair like a bee's butt.
That's right. Yeah.
Puantarna.
Pumatar.
Puantarna. Utra Puantarna.
Ultra. Oh yeah, ultra.
Puantarna.
Oh.
No. Ebony black.
Holy
No,
head.
no.
No.
He had black butt.
Nah, GNLG.
Yeah, high tone. No.
Nah,
So.
Sidro.
It's a synonym for an existing thing, is that right?
To exist.
Shiju.
To exist.
Yes.
Exist. Established
Oh,
as
nice.
existing.
I like that little thing you do.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
He does it in such
Sanduchepa,
According or relative
Yeah.
to.
relative
Nice.
to, with regards to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Matuk Kong,
Not as above. In disagreement with what we just said.
That makes sense.
before it comes, it has not happened yet.
Yeah, good.
Matu Kong.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does Kong work then? What does Kong do?
Easy to, sorry.
The reason is easy.
Above or before.
Before.
Chinese emperor.
Before.
You can say Lun.
Kong, not a
Lun. Say this.
Yeah, okay,
About
Kong.
equal.
Yeah.
Taksela.
Easily clarified.
Uh-uh-uh.
Oh yeah.
Stop here.
Oh yeah.
This reason is
Huh?
easily.
It's an easy
Let's
reason.
stop here. It's so easy. I don't want to explain.
I don't even have to say it.
No.
No.
Dark dung cell la. How's that? Dark dung cell la.
Easy and clear.
Reasoning,
Dark-
clarity.
It's clear in reason.
Yeah, but there was a special idiom that was so.
Yeah. I don't know the context even.
Think
That's
about
the
it.
context.
Somebody just gave a telnger.
A what?
Oh, the selwa is
It's the equivalent of the
which the
second element,
Drupcheche.
Drupcheche, yeah.
Mm.
It's the quality to be disproven. Are you telling me it's a banana? It's banana.
Oh, that's right.
In a sarcastic statement.
Joshua, do you have your microphone?
No.
Uh-oh.
Aha.
Are you telling me it's a banana? And then it's banana. Okay, got it? Okay. All fruits are orange. Okay, so take a banana. You're telling me it's yellow?
So how would you
So, yellow.
You're telling me.
Yellow is the selwa. Okay. Yeah. Are you?
Oh, the quality.
Then the dark is the same. The reason is the same as in a jorwa, as in a syllogism.
I believe it is.
But in a sarcastic statement, the second element is called a selwa.
Dark cells.
Okay.
Oh,
No, dark is the third element.
Okay, but the dark cella or just the
Dark dung selwa labo.
dark dong cella lava.
The reason's easy. The selwa's easy.
Oh, I see.
You know, don't. I'm not gonna go through it.
Okay.
Because normally, he will object to the dark, right?
Yeah.
And we'll beat him, and then he'll go back and go tsaran duna.
Right.
Then
Okay.
he'll go back and say, "Oh, I agreed to the first statement,"
Which is actually a cell.
which is kind of a selwa. Yeah.
Usually.
And when we'll say no.
Okay.
So if you're tired of going through the steps with him, of beating him on the dark and then beating him on the telwa, tengyur, kaba, you know, then you say, dark cell, don't make me go through this. Don't make me go through this. This is easy.
But that's why you would just give up. Like,
Labo also means, if you're interested, labo also means thin, like oatmeal, when it's too thin, labo. So it means easy.
Right.
It came to mean easy, but it means too thin.
Like the doll in the monastery.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Should labo should do.
And watered it down.
Then what's the modern colloquial for it? That's easy.
Leila.
Yeah, lay labo. I guess it's work labo. Lay
easy
labo.
work.
Probably. Yeah, easy job. Okay.
Oh,
I guess, I'm not sure. You never know with colloquial what it was.
what the heck it's coming from.
And the only place you can check is places like Namdra Lakchang that use modern colloquial, you know. Not many books use modern colloquial.
What are you doing, Travolta?
Oh my God. That's what happens if you get famous dancing.
It's a first column. Yeah.
Dog.
Hashtag talk.
Oh my god. It's a new level.
You weren't at the social media talk yesterday.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there.
They were talking about hashtag. Hashtag talk my group.
Nick has the plane. Let's go.
Kachik nare.
Yeah.
Ten rel yam lak chu ni kinang sen tu kyur pe ming suk ki ten rel te kam sum kai ten la chang war yut sen na.
Good.
Sen na.
Too perfect.
A couple of unusual words or uses of words. Sangwa.
Usually it's pure.
Yeah, right.
With an S, it's sangba. Prabhakma. Yeah.
Complete, right?
Yeah, complete. Okay, but it can mean a nest, right? Like Dratsang is the Tibetan word for a monastery. Here it means complete. And this then Ten has many meanings. We had it in words text as foundation consciousness.
And a human too, we had it as
Yeah, and it
a
means,
life.
I like to think of it as your headquarters or your home base.
Oh,
Your home base, your body and mind are sometimes called ten. The body and mind that you're working from. So it means person or body and mind. Okay, so in this case it means body and mind. Okay. When you add ka to a number, what's it mean?
All three.
All three.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now you can translate this. By the way, the tendel here, paticca samutpada, is
A link.
a single link.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
Good. Okay. So now you can translate it.
So all three. People
A
of all
member of
three
the group of all
realms.
12
Yeah.
links.
Yeah. The bodies and minds in all three realms possess
Name and form.
name and form,
As a
acting as one of the 12 links. Okay? Of this tendo means dependent origination, all 12 links,
yeah.
and this one means a link. Okay?
Right.
So if you don't know that, you're in trouble. Okay, got it?
Someone claims.
And then Zhang
So there's complete, meaning both. Ming and Suk. No, yeah, Ming and Suk.
Okay,
Yeah, meaning your mind and your other four heaps. Okay?
There is
Are they complete in all beings in all three realms? Because all beings in all three realms are in the wheel of life. That's the definition almost. So do you have the fourth link in all three realms? Then he has to say, Sang,
yeah.
complete, in its complete form. In its complete form, both components. Nama, Rupa.
But formless beings don't have rupas.
Okay? That's where he's going. Yeah, well, in Tantra, according to Tantra, they have slight prana.
What we talk about that sometimes.
Can't bring tantra into this.
Okay, go.
We do that.
Here's the, by the way, we're expecting a counterexample.
Suk me kam na suk yut part
Yeah, a counterexample,
part ka.
yeah, good. Should be sarcastic. A counterexample should be sarcastic. Okay. Rangluk rarely says tao right off the bat. Because the first tao is, are you telling me? Okay.
Suk me kam na suk ki than rao yut pe chia te
Okay.
yut pe chia te.
What translate? Su me kan na su ya tao.
If a
Yeah.
formless realm being has a body.
Not really. Are you telling me there's form in the formless realm? Okay. Are you telling me there's form in the formless realm?
There is form in the formless realm.
Yeah. Okay. Why? Well, then he says what?
There is
Why do you say that?
Yeah, which in Tibetan is chichir. Why you say that? Understood, right? Understood. Chichir, which means we answer with a cheer. Because he says chichir means because why? Then we say because. Okay. What? Sume kamna sukitenda yebe chinte.
there is
You just said there's a link of form in the formless realm.
link.
I think you could say that, or there's some kind of dependent thing of physicality in the form realm. There's physicality. There's a dependence of physicality in the formless realm. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure because there is no sukitendo.
I know. But
There's
it's-
no such thing.
Right. But it's,
So, or you can say a link involving soup.
doesn't it have to be playing off what just got
Yeah, you could say a link involving rupa, nama, rupa, the rupa and nama rupa.
right.
Okay? Because you said sang. Both complete. Both complete. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Tena yan lap chuni kinang sen tu kyurte suki
Nick, you have the
ten
plane. He can't be perfect.
suki ten
Right?
right.
Ask his wife.
Adjust your tie.
Knows how to do it.
Suki ten right yut pe chirte. Tena yan lap chuni kinang sen tu kyurte ming suk ki ten rao changwa yut pe chirte sawe tham cha tap pe chir.
Hey, thank you.
Tepe.
Got him.
Okay. So there must be, you see, now we got the more clarification. There must be some, up here it says, there must be some dependent relationship involving form. Then he says, I disagree. And we say, yes, there is, because there's the dependent relationship involving form, which acts as one of the 12 links. We clarify. So you cannot translate the last one as one of the links. You see what I mean? Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Because according to you, and we repeat the word song to rub it in.
Yeah, complete.
Yeah, you said complete. You know, you said there was nama rupa complete, meaning both. Okay, according to you. Then kind of here there's a soft. We don't make a separate debate. We don't make a separate statement. We just kind of take a breath with te, here te. Okay, and it means he goes, and then we go, well, you're the one who said so. Okay, so I'm not going to split it into a separate paragraph. You see, it's a soft response. He goes, and then you say, "What? Sorry, don't you bitch." Okay, because te is a soft conjunction. Okay. Oh, he goes, and then you say, "No, you said so. You said so." Okay. Sorry, damcha means.
Your root position.
Yeah, that's what you started from. That's where you started from. That's the position you started from. What?
So saying somewhere.
That,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is complete.
That we have nama rupa with both elements complete in the formless realm. That's sorry. That's your position, man. Don't blame me. Don't go. Okay. Then he gets desperate and.
Tries to agree like Earl.
2 minutes. Xuất lẽ.
Are you still got the plane?
Yeah, totally.
He said. Yeah. Nz. Nz.
Rất lẽ.
Yeah.
Xúc mê kham na. Xúc mê đổ.
Yeah, a profound statement if I ever saw one.
Well, I mean, but it's something that gets debated.
Chez son
Be
beige.
helpful.
Xây dựng bê chứ.
Okay. 2 minutes.
If you agree
You
to
can
that.
say that.
You cannot go back and change. You cannot what do you call it?
Redirect.
Your GPS can't send you on you can't go on an alternate route. You can't do an alternate route. How do you find the alternate route?
Go back to
On-
the
The original statement.
To the
the cheer.
The original.
I take it back. Go back to the last tell.
I mean,
Okay, go back to the last tell because he can only answer de to a tell.
Our original cell, probably.
Yeah. So go back to the last tell. Yeah, it's a selwa, our original selwa.
Can't agree to it.
Are you telling me that there's form in the formless realm? Tao. Okay, go back to the last tao, which he correctly pointed out is the last selwa. Are you telling me, okay, that's the second element in a, sarcastic statement. Oh, so I guess there's form in the formless realm, huh? And then he got rerouted and he says, oh yeah, okay, I changed my story. I agree that there's a form in the formless realm. Then we say, ha ha ha. Then we use lungi drupche, what's that?
Scriptural.
Yeah, rather than,
Stanley.
yeah, we go to Stanley's text. Z means,
Kosha.
in what language?
Swahili.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Is it a retroflex sha or a normal sha? How's that?
it's a damka.
Jeez. Yeah, either one is acceptable in Sanskrit.
Really?
Kosha or kosha. Okay. Kosha. Sumekam na sugmedo, which is says.
Ain't no form in the form.
Yeah. There's no form in the formless. It's. I'm guessing it's the 3rd chapter, which is on the structure of the planet and the universe. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no form in the formless realm. Vasubandhu said so. Okay. Yay! Look. Yay! He reached our position
Wow.
after much suffering.
Our position about
Yeah.
Fourth link?
It's kind of a grab bag of links. He's going to go through definitions of, I think it's 3, 4, 5 or something like that.
what's the? I mean, is there official subject on which we are now wrong looping?
I don't remember.
Fair enough.
I think it's called the other links or something like that. Other beginning links. Because, no, because 1 and 2 get their own treatment.
Okay.
And then he kind of throws all the rest.
Whoa.
You know, he's kind of, I guess it's 3 and 4 or something. Let's see. Okay.
So, Nick again.
No, let's change the driver, Ben.
Okay.
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 Rangyu lenyon ki wangi yang sidu ning sam jar matak te kang sakki yuki sakche namin ki ngawor gyurpe nampar shepa yan lakchuni kinang sen tu gyurpe namshe ki tanrel ki senni.
Oh, say it with feeling next time? I don't know. That was frustrating.
No, very nice.
Yeah.
You should teach some of these guys. Okay. So what's he defining?
Karma that causes. It's the definition of the link of consciousness.
Yeah, which is link number
3.
which is represented by a monkey entering the womb. Okay, it's your mind entering your mom's womb. Okay, and by the way, if you're in the debate ground and you have nothing to debate, you can pull out one of these definitions, and you can ask, why is this word in the definition? Why is this word in the definition? Why is this word? And you can waste an hour that way. So you're kind of, if you forgot to study, if you went to town to see a movie, and you get back. By the way, you have to sneak across the cornfields, and then when you come back, you can just remember the definitions and say, why is this word in the definition? If they left this word out, what would be wrong? Supposedly, definitions are like car engines. If you take a piece out, it won't go. Supposedly, every piece has a meaning, okay? So you have to pull out pieces and see what breaks, okay? So Rangyu, the cause of the third link, okay? Rangyu, its cause.
Its cause.
The cause of the third link is Lei Nyen Ki Wang Ki Yang Si Du Ning Sam Jar Matak because I give such a number can go Kyo Ben. I would say its cause is Lei Nyen.
Yeah.
Okay. What's Lei Nyen?
Klesha and karma.
Yeah, Le Dang Yomong. Okay. Of the which link?
Second.
Kind of the second link, yeah. You might be able to say the first link also, but anyway. Rangyu link, definitely the lay is the second link, right? Which is the,
Crush karma.
and the guy making pot. Okay. What do you call pots in Tibetan?
Zabum.
Zabum.
Sabum.
Zabum.
Sabum.
Made of?
Zay. Zab.
Stuff.
Come on, we had a different word.
Jim.
Jimpa.
Nice.
Jimba. Don't say Jimba. Jimba's giving, right? Jimba is clay. Okay. Okay. Rangyu Lenyon Ki Wangki, due to karma and negative emotions. By the way, for some reason, you have to say Rangyu. Okay? If you leave out the Rangyu, you get in trouble. Okay? You cannot say Lenyon Ki Wangki. Okay, it's tricky. There's a tricky reason. You got to think about it. When I say you got to think about it, it means I don't quite remember, and I don't. Okay. What's Yangtze? Rebirth. Yeah, rebirth. Yang again, birth. Ying Sam Jar.
Crossing the line.
Nice. What do we call it?
They had a nice. I think you said that like that.
Make the crossing. It's something like make the crossing. What did he say?
Make the crossing.
Oh, okay, yeah. I would put it that way. Make the crossing. That's an English idiom for like when you come to a river and you go across the river. It's called make a crossing. Yeah. That's exactly what Nying Tam means. And you can see it spelled all kinds of ways. This is probably pretty good. To join the lines, somehow essence lines or lifelines. Okay? Nying Tam Jar Matar.
Just after?
Wow, you guys are hot today. It's probably the Canadian you're trying to impress. Okay, Matape, Kazaki Gyu. You see,
Mind of a person.
yeah, you can say mind. Sometimes Gyu is just being, right? In their being. Sakche Name Kingor Kyupa. whose essential nature is an impure ripening. Okay, Nambashipa. Okay.
That's consciousness.
And if you had time and like if you're going to give a talk in Bali or Surabaya, you could go back and see why the earlier definitions didn't fit this one. The guy who proposed so many definitions before and he had small mistakes in them, you can kind of, if you have time and you have nothing, you're not in 7 cities in Indonesia and running around. V asked me how it went in Surabaya after Bali. Did it go well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
We had the boss
Follow-up?
class.
Oh.
No, follow-up will be 29, which is next 10 days later.
So what did you do in Surabaya after Bali?
It's a boss class.
Oh, a VIP, like a VIP. Oh, okay.
Business owners.
So V asked me, I said, I forgot to ask them. Okay, she likes the little bowl, by the way. Okay, Yala Chunyi Kin Nansen to Kirpe Namshe Kitenda. Is the definition of the link of consciousness as considered as a member of the 12. So all those phrases are necessary. Okay. So what's cool is as a personal exercise, you can leave them out one by one and see what breaks. Okay, because, by the way, if this is an exercise you can do, if you really want to go deep into this stuff, leave out a piece and try to guess what the counterexample would be from your opponent. And then you know you understand. Okay, when he says, "Oh, are you telling me?" Then that must be the link of consciousness, and there'll be some kind of mistake. There'll be something wrong. So if you can find all the counterexamples for leaving out each piece of the definition, you really understand the definition. And that's a big exercise. But it's fun. You spend an hour, you sit on the plane, and Shinjen's asleep, and you work out the counterexamples. Okay. Now we're going to get a study of consciousness in general. And I would say not necessarily as the link. It's just these are the classic information. If someone asked you, what's Vijnana? What's consciousness? This is what you would say. And the first one breaks his text. Okay, go ahead. This is very, very famous idiom. Okay, Namshe Tsoktuk. Namshe Tsoktuk. The collection of 6 different types of consciousness. Then you can do Heart Sutra, right? Eye, ear. You go down the body traditionally. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Okay. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Yeah. Okay. Tergyurpa is important here. Which are that, which meaning the link. Which are that. So you have to say which are that, which are functioning as that. So we would throw out here what? The namshe of, the consciousness of a Buddha, or an Arhat, or an Arhat. Yeah, they're not functioning as that. You see, Tergyurpa is important here. Dela means this consciousness can be divided into the group of 6 consciousnesses, which are acting as that. So you can't leave that Tergyurpa out. You have to say the Tergyurpa. So it would not include a Buddhist consciousness or an Arhat's consciousness, because the Arhat's also out of the wheel. Okay. Now, when you present a topic, especially in the Abhidharma, you give its definition, and then you give details, and it's called the features. The features. And it's called Chukikipar. So, features of the thing. Here, Chu doesn't mean Dharma. It means features of this thing. Okay, so it's just a standard. After you do the definition, you do the divisions, which he just did, 6, and then you do the features. How many would there be in his text? Sokjuk becomes. Yeah, the 8 consciousnesses. What are the 7 and 8?
Afflicted mind and kunshi.
Yeah, kunshi number shape normally comes first. Normally kunshi comes first. Well, that's the way Tsongkhapa treated it. It's kunshi and then nyunyi. And by the way, if we do well today, he will hit nyunyi. Okay, he will get through. We've been on kunshi for a year and a half or something. And we're going to hit the 8th consciousness. Okay. which is kind of a relief.
Kind of.
It's just all mental fictions.
That means you fully understand.
No, it's a little easier. It's just all pride, anger, desire. Okay.
I know about those as well.
Okay. Okay. First division.
Gesok sum kayu.
Okay, the ka means
All three.
all three choices, starting with gay. So sok is adi in Sanskrit, adi, and it really means starting with. So we translate it as etc. or and so on, but really it's the three starting with virtue. You see what I mean? So sometimes you should go back to the old Sanskrit meaning, like here, which is not etc. It's starting with, because you want to start with gewa, then you go to migewa, and then you go to lumaten. Yeah, neutral karma. Okay. So all three, the consciousness as it enters the womb as a link of the 12 links can be all three, can be any one of the three. Okay? It can be doing good, doing bad, or neutral. Okay? Go.
Kechok.
Whoa.
Kepak. Kepak ni kai
You don't say kai, you say K.
K yut la yut.
Yeah, he's like a linguist, okay? He wiped out everybody. He knows Japanese well, and English and Chinese and Indonesian. Bahasa. And he's working on Sanskrit. Okay, Kepa.
Sosuke wasn't Pakpas.
Oh, hot. I'm glad I didn't bet any money. What that means, Sosuke one Pakpa.
Everybody.
Yeah, well,
Everybody.
yeah, but what's it mean?
Oh, those who've seen emptiness and those who haven't.
Yeah, average people. I kind of like average people nowadays, but average people and Aryas. Okay? Nike Gyula, you can find it in the mind stream of both average people and Aryas. Are you telling me a link of dependent origination, which is by definition suffering, is in the mind of an Arya? Don't say apparently so. Tell me why.
Because they
they've
have to
only
escape the
eliminated-
wheel. Their
they've
mind
only-
is still.
Yeah, they're not out of the wheel yet.
Yeah.
They cannot make new karma to be in the wheel, but they have old karma to be in the wheel.
So they
Okay.
don't have Aryas don't have the second link?
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. That's why it's so cool to be an Arya. You're still in the wheel, but you're not creating future wheels or continued wheels. Okay? And that's a huge debate. And there's famous quotations, and we'll probably get there. Okay? But isn't that the point of being an Arya? Yeah, to start to get out of the wheel, to make your way out. Okay, please read.
Tong pang gom pang ni kayut.
Yeah, yeah.
There is both.
It's both.
Things that have been eliminated on.
Yeah, normally one of the Chuki Kepars, okay? Normally one of the Chuki Kepars is to specify when you get rid of it. Okay, when do you get rid of it? And he says it's both.
I would see it.
Yeah, there's parts of it that you get rid of it when you see emptiness directly, and there's parts of it when you do the two husbands in the kitchen, which I call the fourth path. You see, you're getting used to your understanding of emptiness. Okay, so Tongbang and Gombang, you got both. You got both. Then there's kind of a yode, because he said cheer here. He linked these two, although not clearly. Kam sunget tenla yod. What's that mean?
All the three of us.
Yeah, you can find it. Yeah, people in all. See here, you can use people for 10. People in all three realms have it, the third link. People in all three realms have the third link. Okay, you can find it in people of all three realms. Okay, cool. Now he's satisfied with his Rangluk definition and his Rangluk Yewas divisions and his Rangluk Chuki Kepars features of the third link, so he's ready to go to the fourth link. So that's a typical Rangluk. Here's the divisions, here's the definition, here's the divisions, here's the features. Did I miss one?
Nope. I mean, that's what you just said.
Yeah, definition, divisions,
And features.
features. Yeah. And now he's going to do it for the fourth link, okay, which is going to be interesting because we had so many problems with defining the fourth link because of the discrepancy between Nama and Rupa. Okay, go.
Rangyu Tendrel
Utpala has the plane. Okay.
Sachiki Wangtu Chepe Dredu Kinamshe Kitendrel Dredu Kinamshe Kitendrel Sok
Zok.
Zok Keche Kitendrel Madrup Kong Ki Sakche Namin Ki Ngowor Kyurpe Ming Suk Kang Rung Tu Ming Suk Kang Ming Suk
Suk.
Ming Suk Kang Rung Tu Mikpa
Mitpa. Yeah.
Yan Rak Chuni Kinang Sen Tu Kyurpe Ming Suk
Yeah, if you point, that works.
Yeah.
Kang Rung Ki Ten Trail Ki Ten
Good.
Nice.
Now, what's he defining? And it's a trick question.
Ming Suk Kang Rung
Something that you can
Either
call native
ma-
form.
So go to the end. Just go to the end.
the
Yeah.
definition of the
I
link of
see.
the
Either or.
Yeah.
form.
Okay. Either or.
Either
Okay. Karung.
Yeah.
But we understand as advanced translators, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone who understands it, that Kangrung can also mean
Either or all the above.
either or both.
either or.
Okay, I've never seen anyone who caught the or both. Okay, I've never seen any translator who got it. Okay, because obviously you can have both. Okay, either one or both. I wonder if you can have the suk alone. I don't think so. Anyway, yeah. So he's not defining name and form. He's defining name or form. Okay, got it? Or both.
Or both.
Name and or form. Name and or form.
Name and or form.
Okay?
No,
So
no,
is decided there is a definition for it?
No, you can have both.
If you call it that?
Yeah, people not in the formless realm have both.
Yeah, I know,
You see what I mean? Remember, there couldn't be a definition of both
Yeah.
for that fit the whole three realms.
but really.
As a link.
But see,
Yeah, that fit the whole three realms. Okay.
they didn't seem
Okay.
to rest in that conclusion before, right?
Well, he said there is no definition of Mingsuki Tendra. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
but
it's got to
that's
be either.
but Mingsu
Yeah.
then
So he split it. He said Mingsu Mingsu Karung.
so he's not defining Mingsu.
He feels very passionate about it. You got to say Karung. He doesn't say Mingsuki Tendra.
So there is no Mingsu Kitengo. There's only a
Ming
Mingsu.
Suk Kang Rung Ki Ten.
Yeah, if there's no definition of a thing, there cannot be a thing, which we're going to learn in
I mean, we did kind of know that.
his text. His text gets nasty today. His text gets really nasty today. It goes nasty, and I'm so proud I figured it out before I had to go to bed. Okay. Now let's go through the definition. Rangyu, its cause, is the Detuki Namshe.
The resulting
Yeah,
consciousness.
resulting consciousness.
Resulting consciousness.
Okay, so you will have fun trying to decide why it has to say that. Okay, Dzok means the link that went before it, which is the third link, has stopped, has finished. It's complete.
Completed.
It's complete. Why? Well, there's a Namshe Kitendo that comes before it. A consciousness link, number 3, which came before it. And he has all this stuff to say about that third link that came before it. He said, look, first of all, it has to be its cause. Its cause. That fourth link's cause. Okay, the third link, which is that fourth link's cause. Okay? And it has to relate to Sarchik. Yeah, to a single,
Solution.
to a single,
Hitting up the wheel.
yeah.
Cycle.
Okay, to a single broad cycle. Okay, meaning. So explain Sarchik. Somebody explain Sarchik to the Canadian. You got to talk like this.
Sar literally means to finish, but what
Yeah.
it means here in the wheel, because even though the wheel has 12 links, there's basically 3 lifetimes within the wheel.
Yeah.
So
Which are which? Which the first
the
link?
first 2 are the first life, 3
Yeah.
through 10 are the second life, and 11 and 12 are the third life.
Nice. Okay.
So Sarchik is like 1 complete rotation.
Well, one rotation spread over 3 wheels, or it could be 2 wheels. I mean, yeah. Okay. Rather than treating all the 3 sections in one wheel, you're taking this section from this wheel, this section from this wheel, and this section from this wheel. And that's called a sarchik. And they're all interlocked like cogs. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, Sarchiki Wanduchepe, we had this in his quiz today. You know, relative to a single, what are you going to call it?
Single set of
A single cycle or
Single
something.
cycle.
Yeah. Relative to a single cycle, it's a resulting consciousness. Okay. So at least it has to be the second part of the cycle, because there's a gyudu consciousness in the first link.
First cycle.
No, in the first link.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Okay, you have to have a mind
Yeah.
to misunderstand reality.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Okay, got it? So gyudu kinamshe, causal awareness is present during the first link. Okay, it's the mind you have while you have the mental function of misunderstanding, but you still have a broad consciousness going on, an awareness going on, as you misunderstand the pen. Okay, so that would be gyudu. You see what I mean? So Dedu kicks it out of being an associated consciousness
With the first.
to all the links, really. You got to have consciousness in all the links. You can't have feeling without a main mind. You can't have contact without a main mind, etc. Okay, Tendel Zok. Keichiki Tendel Madrup Kong, you had it today.
Before.
Yeah, before the 5th link has been triggered. I like to say trigger a lot when I teach the links. You know, kiepa, to give birth to, but you know, it's kind of weird when you say link 3 gave birth to link 4. It's triggered, you know, and it fits the feeling of what do you call that? Chain reaction. Yeah, the word chain reaction is very beautiful in a teaching on the 12 links, and each triggers the next is very nice. Then we're going to talk about the wheel of life today in downstairs for addictions. So it's cool. You're going to see his text used in a business audience downstairs today, and that's the whole story of why we're here. Okay. Tendel Madu Kong. Before that, and now he says, by the way, that Ming Suk has to be Sakche, impure, and it has to be a Namin, a ripening of karma, which kind of kicks out the consciousness of a Buddha or an Arhat. Okay, that's why those words are necessary. Okay, cool. So his definition of the 4th link is 5 lines long. Okay. If you're going to make an exact definition, it has to be like that. There will be a short definition in the Lamrim. You know, they'll just say body and mind of a person entering the womb or something like that. And then, you know, that's the difference between a Tsenyipa and a Lamrimba. Okay.
Especially just so you know, you're on the schedule. You're still teaching ACF today downstairs.
I am?
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, tomorrow. Yeah, I'm preparing tomorrow's class.
Sorry.
Okay, you're right. Tomorrow's class. Sorry. Well, thanks for reminding me. Okay, go.
Tela ter gyurpe ming ki tandrao dang der gyurpe suk ki tandrao mi.
This makes it sound like he wants to call them separate links.
Yeah, right.
Okay, this makes it sound like he wants to call them separate links. There's a link which is name, and there's a link which is form. Okay, the der kirpa is important. You have to say that single link can be divided into the link of name, which belongs to it, and the link of form, which belongs to it. Okay, der kirpa, which belongs to the 4th link. Okay.
It's weird when he wants to use these to trigger the 5th.
Yeah, and now he's gonna give you the answer to what's the nama in nama rupa. The rupa is easy. That's my physical body as I enter the womb. Or as I develop in the room, that's my physical body. But what's the nama mean? What's name mean? And it's a code word for, and here's your answer. Okay.
Minh khí tân réo, thế là thế kirte, sorwa, duche, nampar shepa dang siyu.
Yeah.
The 4 heaps.
What's the dung shi?
That
What's
makes 4.
Yeah, making a total of. It's an idiom before a number. When you say dung, it means, and that makes 4. Okay, so they are what? Sorwa,
Feeling.
duche, discrimination, duche,
The other.
other factors. I translate it as other factors.
Non-compensation.
By the way, there's a whole subject in Tantra called Takpa. It's a huge subject. It's called the Takpa, the purity, the purification. And then you take one of these heaps and you trace it, you track it through the process of purification. And the Takpa of Duche is very interesting because it relates to, what's it called? Amoga Siddhi, first of all, of the 5 Buddhas. It's the one who gets things done. And Jaduki Yeshe is the wisdom that this turns into. So it's interesting that in Tantra, the 4th heap is not a general grab bag, which is how it's defined in the Abhidharma. It's specifically du-che, drive. It's drive. It gets things done. Yeah, sanskara. It gets things done. And then by the time this heap is purified, Dhakpa, it becomes Chaduki Yeshe, which means the Buddha wisdom which gets things done. And the specific body related to it, you can guess.
The Nirmanakaya.
Yeah, the Nirmanakaya. Okay.
Wow, that's
Because it gets things done. Let's send an emanation over there. Let's send an emanation over there. Let's send an emanation over there. So in Tantra, the 4th heap is not a miscellaneous bag. It's drive. It can be translated as drive. It's very beautiful.
what is
Okay.
it in Sanskrit?
Sanskara, isn't it? Yeah, sanskara. Yeah. It's the name of the 2nd link also.
Right.
So when you, in Tantra, the 4th heap is kind of looked at like the 2nd link, as making things happen. Okay, it's very interesting. And there's a whole thing, there's a whole explanation of which part of the body, which color, which direction, which Buddha, which vows related to that Buddha, and there's a whole thing. It's very beautiful. So the ultimate evolution of these 5 heaps is a big subject, and we kind of touched on it in Bali, but we didn't finish. Our idea is to do it each year in Surabaya, try to do it in 4 years or something.
You put this as the seeds, right?
Yeah, I made it easy because seeds are drive. When seeds open, they drive. They drive sprouts out. Okay, yeah. It's the seeds are the easiest duche. Okay, and number shepa. Okay, those are Ming. Those are Nama. Okay, those are the name in name and form. Okay. Now we get to the
features.
Yeah.
Neutral karma.
Yeah, is it good karma? Is it bad karma? When do I get rid of it? If I get rid of it, do Aryas have it or not? Okay, that's about all. And which realms can you find it in? Okay, those are the Chukki Kepars. Okay, they are repeated questions about that link. Okay, same category. Okay, please read.
So
You need some. You want some of this? Okay, take your time. Or Shintin can read it.
Sukti ten rao la lung maten ki kya.
Good means.
There must be
The link of physical form
the link of physical form
is always
always neutral.
neutral karma. Yeah, cannot be good karma, cannot be bad karma. Think of a table. You see, it's physical matter. It's not doing good deeds, it's not doing bad deeds. Okay, so as a result, in this link, it's got to be
Neutral.
Neutral. It's not doing anything. Okay. There's a schools that say all karmic maturations are neutral.
Oh,
Like Abhidharma, I think. You know, from the point of view of a karmic result, you could almost say that. But when you get to Sautrantika, all results are causes.
Right.
You know, so it's going to cause some other things. So it's either virtue or non-virtue, something like that. Okay.
in the first link, we talk about that the cause of first link is always neutral karma. Is it related to this?
Yeah.
I'm
That's
so
a
confused
that's
with
a
that one.
big I never was comfortable with that.
Okay.
According to the scriptures, the first link is Lungmaten,
Right.
but it causes all the trouble in the universe. So I don't know.
Okay.
We gotta think about it.
Okay.
I bet there's some huge debates somewhere.
Okay.
It always was uncomfortable to me.
Minh khí tan ra laf, the sok sum kayut.
Okay, what's that mean? As opposed to this one.
So the name is
Yeah.
basically consists of all the three.
Yeah,
All the three.
good karma,
Good neutral.
neutral karma. Whereas the physical part is always
It's only the
neutral.
neutral.
But the mental parts basically can be good karma, bad karma, or
All
neutral. Okay. And
Thong pang thang gom pang ni kai chayut.
yeah,
Parts
there are parts to this link
Eliminated.
which are eliminated by
In the-
seeing emptiness directly, and there's parts that are eliminated. And I'm grateful that he added cha here.
Right parts.
Yeah, because before it was not so clear. There's a piece of it that's eliminated, and there's a piece of it. He didn't say that before. He just said both, which could allow for some people lose all of it at Tongbang. Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
Allison had Bangtung. What's that?
simple down.
That's Bangtung Bashi. Yeah, she's going through the 180. 180 plus 33, 213 full non-spouse, which are called Bang also. Give up. Okay. Okay. And
Kia pak ni kai gyut layut.
yeah, what's it mean?
The mind. It is also in the mind stream of the area and the
Average person.
average person.
Yeah, good. Okay. By the way, they split up all the scriptures. They have their specialties. She's Vinaya, he's Siddhanta, he's Abhidharma, he's middle way, higher middle way. He's Lojo, she's meditation, he's lower middle way, and he's logic, and he's mind only. So they're all covering one of the unique languages of Buddhism. So between everybody, nobody can die, okay? We need everybody, and nobody can quit, because I can't go through this again. Now I got you too far, I'm not starting over again. Okay, so just hang in there. Okay, go ahead.
Come off ma ni sute ni kayut.
This is a Mayingat.
Yeah. In both of the upper realms.
What?
1 minute.
Oh.
Boo.
No, I mean,
There was a short circuit in the computer.
in both the two of the lower realms. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Both exist in both lower realms.
Yeah.
Both of the two lower realms.
Both exist in the. Oh, okay.
Which is a Mayingat, which means, okay, there's something going on with the highest of the three realms, which he clarifies next. Let's finish that and we'll finish. Because next is Supapongwa. Next, the guy gets to come back and criticize our definitions. We beat him up in the first section, which is called Shenlu Gakpa, beating up the other guy. Then Ranglu Shakpa, we say what we think. Then he gets to come back. It's a very fair system. And try to beat us up, which he always fails. Okay, read the next one.
Sukme kamsu min ki tan rao matok suk ki tan rao met pe chia.
Nice.
Translate. By the way,
There is no
matok means except for. Matok means except for. Okay, it's an idiom. Matok. Okay, except for.
There is no there is no form as part of the
Yeah,
will.
form sublink.
Form sublink
Okay.
as part of the link, except for the
Yeah,
name
name sublink.
sublink
Okay, the name sublink is there in the formless realm,
in the formless realm.
but except for that, there's no physical,
No physical
sublink.
sublink.
Okay, got it. Just the mato kind of almost means just the. There's just the nama and not the rupa in the formless realm. Nama sublink, but not the rupa sublink. Okay. Okay, good.
Sasi
Pugi Joshi Meton Kam Rira Lingshin Yende Empadi Sangye Shindu Mikte Ruwagi Drokun Namda Shila Chuparsho Idam Guru Rana Mandala Kandriya Dayami
Gewan
Di Kewo Kun Sunam Yeshe Song Shing Sunam Yeshe Le Jungwe Dampa Kunyi Tobar Sho. Nice.